All right, unfortunately, we got a 14-year-old killer.
It's
Unfortunately.
a senseless crime almost too shocking to believe. A Colorado mom gets into a small fender bender before she's gunned down at a red light. When police find the shooter, they can't believe his age.
I'm sorry, Mom.
This is Scandal by Law and Crime. I'm Sierra Gillespie.
It's crazy, y'all. 14 years old, throw your life away.
February 20th, 2021 started like any other night. 32-year-old Pamela Cabrialis was driving along the same Denver highway she'd driven countless times. But the ending of this February night would be different. Pamela would never make it home, and the 6-year-old son she had waiting there would soon be without a mother. Pamela's family remembers her as extremely giving, passionate, loving. They told local Denver TV stations that Pamela was a social butterfly who was always there if you needed her. She worked as a real estate agent and loved her 6-year-old son more than anything.
Sad. You're like a nice lady.
Got champagne, no?
Work hard.
This part does.
Have fun. She a mom.
Hope you enjoy it.
And in the pictures and videos, Pamela seems so happy. She's so full of life. But that life was cut tragically short in February 2021 with a senseless act of sheer violence.
Senseless.
That night, Pamela had been out to dinner with a friend. After they finished up, she was heading home on Interstate 25. It's a route that goes right through Denver, Colorado. As Pamela approached the intersection of I-25 and Colfax Avenue, she hit a red light, so she stopped. And that's when shots rang out. The person firing the gun, it was Remy Cordova, who was only 14 years old at the time.
Come on,
Remy
man.
was sitting in the passenger seat of a car that was driven by Nishan Johnson. According to police, Remy believed that Pamela's Range Rover was just in a fender bender with Nishan and his car. Multiple reports describe this as a tapping, meaning this alleged fender bender was nowhere near a big collision, let alone one that would warrant the violence that Pamela would soon see. According to court docs, Remy said, quote, "Can I bust on them?" And Nishan, the driver, replied, "Do what you gotta do. That's
Can I bust on him? This child is a menace.
on you." According to local TV station KUSA, Remy got out of the car with an AR-15.
AR-15? 14 years old with an AR-15?
And fired 15 to 20 shots into Pamela's Range Rover. Witnesses on the scene say at first they didn't know what was happening.
Then I heard pop, 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 pop. And at first it didn't register what was happening until the cars in the 2 lanes next to me started going. And then I realized, I said, oh, something's happening. And I ducked down and several more happened. And I pulled next to the car, barely got a glance. It looked as though the window was either rolled down or shot out, but I believe that the window was out. I didn't look at the windshield or see inside the vehicle. And then the car that was in front of them sped off. I went behind them, but pretty far back because they went pretty quickly, and got off on Federal. So they went straight and I got off on Federal.
That's Jaden
Man, they was out there letting off shots, y'all.
Aarons, who was driving home from an appointment at the time of the shooting.
With other people around, these kids, this is menace behavior. In traffic, it's other people around.
You said you heard multiple pops. You went pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop. How many of those do you think you heard the first time?
Sit them down.
I'm
In your
gonna
estimation.
call it 5 to 7 perhaps.
Okay, and then you said you ducked down and heard several more pops. How many more do you think you heard?
Perhaps 3.
Okay.
And the break in between the 2 was a second or 2.
Okay.
That it paused.
Sure.
It wasn't very long.
And you never saw anybody get in or out of any vehicles?
No.
Okay.
I, in my mind, thought it was fireworks or something.
Sure.
And just wasn't paying attention.
When you go around the car you're in front of, why do you go around the car?
Because the other 2 cars did it, and I felt like I was in danger and I heard the shots coming
Yeah,
and I
get
was
up outta
ducking
there.
down and I
She
thought
got
maybe
up
they
outta
were gonna
there.
hit me.
Okay.
I was scared to go that way because again I didn't know if they were coming from that vehicle, but I couldn't go any other way, so.
This
She
may
got up
seem like
outta
a
there.
really dumb question. If you can articulate it more, why did you feel you were in danger? Tell me more about that.
Because I recognized the sound of gunshots and
Telling you.
I thought perhaps one was going to hit me.
Were you
She hear
scared?
that AR.
Not really until after, because it didn't really register. It was definitely
Anytime
like,
you hear an assault rifle, let me tell you, I done been in some wild situations. The sound of those guns is different. It's totally different from a hint. It's different. You can feel it. It's the scariest sound ever. And especially being close to something like that. Yeah, you know that danger. You can feel that danger. You can sense it. And when you hear them shots, it's a different situation. Believe me, I done been in some war zones, thankfully, in some bad neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? After my post-college life, and them ARs, serious.
weird. So I was like, my awareness was heightened, but it still didn't register
Tell me more about why you duck.
because I thought I was going to get shot.
Investigators spoke to other
What do you
witnesses too, like Alex Martinez, who had been driving home from a soccer game when shots rang out.
He turned to face towards north, and all I see is the side of his forehead, so literally right here.
Okay.
And then that's when I noticed that he lifted up his arm, and his arm was being covered by the top of the car. And I'm in a Ford Edge, so I say it's a pretty big car. He was about like 5'6", 5'7", and that's when I noticed that he had a gun. So my first instinct when I heard it was to get down just in case if they started shooting towards me. I did not physically see the weapon.
Okay.
I seen the light from when you shoot the gun, and you have the light and the sound.
Okay.
So that's what I heard. I heard the toof toof toof.
So the light,
Big
like
bullets.
the muzzle flash, we call it. It's like the fire, like
Scary.
When you fire
fireworks,
yeah.
or you fire a gun and
Yeah.
it comes out. Those gases escape. And
Uh-huh.
what color was that you saw?
When I looked over, the first time I heard it, I got goosebumps. So I looked over, and I just remember seeing white. So
Okay, but you saw the muzzle flash.
Yeah.
Is what we call it.
yeah, the muzzle flash.
Coming out. How many times do you think you saw flashes?
About 6 times.
Dang. No regards for the public, man. There's people out there.
Did you hear the person that got out from the right front passenger seat of that car? Did you hear him say anything?
No.
Did you hear them yell anything?
No, not really. I didn't hear anything at all because my music I had my music loud because I'm a big fan of music, and I had my music going, and then that's when I heard the first gunshot go off, and I look over, and then I just see the light, like the white, whatever you guys call it, and then that's when I got goosebumps on my arm. When I was driving away, I noticed one in the rear focus head out, like look back.
Tell me more about that.
So I was going, because my first instinct was to get away because I was scared.
Okay.
So I was going, and then I was trying to get away quickly as possible. And I look in the rear mirror, and I see the Range Rover in there. And I look in, and I see the Honda coming. And I just see a head go like this. But it had a hoodie on, so.
Okay, and was that from the front area of the car or the rear area of the car? So from the passenger side or driver's side?
Driver's side. It was a black hoodie.
Okay.
Man.
So it came from the driver?
Yeah, the driver's side.
And then put an arrow in red the direction he shoots at.
Then they doing this, yo. They got
sounds...
all these witnesses out here. So many people that can tell exactly what happened. This is an easy case. And they willing to talk, too, because they scared. They spooked. Their life was in danger.
Silly, but what led you to believe he was shooting in the direction of that car?
Well, because when he started shooting, I noticed that the light from when he shot it was going backwards.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So that I ducked down, and that's when I lifted up my head just to take a peek, and that's when I seen his arm on the side of the car facing backwards.
After the shooting, Remy and Nishan fled the scene and sped off, but thankfully, someone called 911 and first responders arrived to the scene.
Ma'am, I'm gonna cut your seatbelt, okay? I'm Officer Ripper with the Denver Police Department, okay?
Shot that lady up like that. And they was driving off shooting.
Here's that scene from another perspective.
I'm just gonna keep some pressure on him, okay?
Yeah. Ah, look at her. Look at her. She's so classy.
Got 4 rounds for the face.
How many is she the only victim?
She's the only victim. Let's see if I can find an ID in her purse. Yeah. I don't know how you want to do this. Is that her purse? Yeah, I'm trying to find an ID. Okay. Is there more than anybody else? No, it's just one person. Could you hold that open while I look through it, please?
Get the lady out the car.
Sorry, just grab the scoop real quick. Check in this pocket.
160, yeah. I got 7 gunshots to the thrust. 3 exit with the back.
Damn, 7? Jesus.
Nothing. You coming head first? Here we go, head first.
7?
This next part is really tough to look at. You can see the rear window of Pamela's Range Rover has been completely shot out.
I counted 8 shots. 8? Yeah, there's one right above the left windshield wiper. So that's 2 out of, like right there.
License plate, that's probably hers.
That's the same one as on the back.
Another angle shows Pamela being loaded into an ambulance. Now, we won't show that part because it's very graphic, but here are the moments leading up to it.
We got 7 gunshots to the thrust. 3 exit ones on the back.
Man. They shot this lady up, man. She ain't deserve this.
Hey, Jared, did you need the northbound or southbound off-ramp closed?
You coming head first?
Let's do southbound for now. Hopefully everybody going north will figure it out. Copy, 1
Man.
A couple of these, I'm gonna take a couple fires.
This sense is
You
violent
guys need
right
an
here,
extra set of
man.
hands for anything?
Yes.
Just say
160
when.
out of the DHMC1. We're going to have one coming down and 163 Baker's going to follow.
Do you know how this happened?
No, other than somebody called in, said gunshots fired between 2 cars. I wasn't able to get a description of the other vehicle.
Okay, here she comes.
Pamela was rushed to the hospital, but she unfortunately died a few days later.
Rest in
Meanwhile,
peace,
investigators were working to track down the suspects involved in her shooting. The next day, a Denver police officer spotted a car that was wanted from a separate incident. There had been a gang shooting at a
They out here just getting to it, man. Just
McDonald's
getting in
where
trouble.
multiple shots were fired. And at the time, the cop didn't realize this car was also involved in Pamela's shooting, but knew that the people inside needed to be questioned. Now, this led to a small police chase, and it's something Nishan Johnson talked about during his police interview.
We're driving, and we get to the light. Police was on side. They get to the side, the back of us. They get behind us. I take a right, they drive. Take a left, they keep following. And then I try to take another right, but the ice was too slippery. So I hit the curb, and that's when they turned the lights on.
Tell me more about the conversation in the car. Who notices the police either on the side of you or behind you?
I mean, we all did, to be honest, because when you're looking at when you at the stop sign, you're gonna look out your window.
Okay.
And then when I looked out the window, I seen the police pull up.
What is the conversation in the car?
Really wasn't no conversation in the car, but they could go.
I'm sorry?
I said it wasn't no conversation in no car, but go.
But go?
Yes.
Why was that?
Run. They ain't trying to stop.
Okay. Earlier you told me because you didn't have a license.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't have no license, but that's what they was telling me. You said
We
what was
out
the
riding
conversation?
around
Okay.
killing with
You
no
said
license.
what conversation did we have while the police was behind us?
And who was
We
telling you to
know-
go?
Little bro, he was like, bro, just go. You feel me? I mean, don't have no license. You feel me? Not finna pull off.
Did little bro say he was hot?
Nah.
Did he
Just
say?
like, nigga, go. Go.
Okay.
You know how nowadays this young generation is gonna run from the police or do anything from the police. Now, you feel me? So.
Man, brother, you part of that.
So you listened to him. So you listened to him and you went.
That's how it was. You feel me? Type shit.
Okay.
Because after they turned on their lights, everybody started panicking.
Tell me how they panicked. How did you know they panicked, Nishan?
Cause you know when the police get behind you sometimes, and you know you ain't do nothing. Like me, when I know I ain't do nothing wrong, I wasn't really panicking. But what made me really panic was because they was all going like, bro, come on, bro, go. And nigga, I don't have a license. I was like, bro, that ain't true. I ain't stopping. Fuck it, come on. And nigga, I hit the car and everything. You feel me?
Kids.
So it was like everything would happen so quick. And when he was like, go, bro, go, I was like, all right.
Police eventually tracked down Nishan Johnson to a shed where he was hiding, and that's where they found some incriminating evidence.
You know why I'm asking all these questions? Because the shed you were found in, those shell casings match at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me? And you said nobody's in the shed.
Him and his homie is the ones who did it. Easy peasy.
With you, okay? You're in there by yourself. But the same caliber shell casing that's in the shed where you're at is the same caliber at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me if nobody handed you anything?
No, nobody handed me nothing.
Okay, so how did that end up in the shed with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gonna cut it?
I don't know.
Okay. So what I'm asking you, this is your chance to be honest, okay? And I'm not saying you're not, so please don't be offended by that. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I don't know is not gonna cut it. As I told you before when we first started, it's a homicide investigation.
Yeah, I don't know.
I told you you're not free to leave, okay? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you were there for something or somebody asked you to hold on to something, I need to know, okay? And not just for myself, but for yourself. You got a kid, right?
2.
You want to see those kids grow up?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to hold them and not be behind?
This man out here with kids, man. He got his own kids, but yet he out here in the streets with another kid doing crimes, allowing the kid to like do crimes. For real though, real talk, this boy is obviously older than the other little boy. He should have been in a position to say, when a little boy want to do something like that, like shoot that lady like that, he should have told him, no, little bro, or no, whatever it is, tell him no. Don't even, man, nah, don't do that. We ain't on that right now. We chilling. Because that would have saved the other little boy's life and his life, because now y'all about to get in trouble for this, and it sounds like y'all been doing other stuff, so, but for him to be like, yeah, I want to see my kids grow up, but yet you out in the street with another kid who got a mom who also want to see their kid grow up. They want to see their kid make it away from the streets and hopefully one day clean themselves up. You as a current father egging it on like, yeah, go ahead, handle your business. That's crazy.
Behind glass when you see them? Or do you want them to come and visit you during yard time? Again, I'm not threatening you, I'm not upset with you, but I'm telling you, this is the road we're going down. You're digging yourself a hole here, so if you have something, you know something, Nishan, now's the time to tell me. Okay, you tell me you were by yourself when you ran. Nobody else was in that shed. I asked you several times that question. You're adamant nobody was. Okay? So it's one of two things. Either you were there at that murder scene, or somebody gave you something to hold on to. So now's your chance to help yourself. Don't dig yourself a hole. You got one foot in this hole right now, Nishan. Okay?
What it is, Nishan?
Investigators speak with Johnson for more than 5 hours on multiple occasions, and honestly, they didn't get very much. But they got even less from Remy Cordova.
I'm going to advise you of your rights, and then I'm going to leave the room.
And his mom is in there because he ain't even old enough. He's 14 years old, so they can't even talk to him without his mom present.
And you two need to talk about whether or not you want to talk about this investigation or not. Okay? You okay, ma'am?
I'm sorry, Mom.
In the
Too
video,
late,
you'll
bro.
notice a woman next to Remy Cordova, and that's because he was only 14 years old at the time and needed a parent or a guardian with him. The woman in the
Same.
video just happens to be his mother.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's still February 21st, 2021. According to that clock, it's now 10:05 p.m. And I've given you and your mom opportunity to talk about this investigation.
Sad, man. Look at his mom. Look at him. He don't feel too good about this either.
Let me ask you, did you understand the rights as they have been explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Kid, man. Child. Look at his mom.
Do you have any conflict with your mom that would prevent her from providing you with guidance and advice about your rights? No? With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us about this investigation?
No, sir.
Okay.
No?
No.
Yeah,
Even though Remy didn't talk much, investigators knew a bit about him because he already had a juvenile criminal record and was on police's radar as a gang member. Prosecutors later said
14.
Remy's motivation in Pamela's murder was to rise up the ranks in the gang world. Prosecutors also later moved Remy's case from juvenile court to district court because of the severity of the crime.
Knew that.
He was eventually charged with first-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder.
Look at him.
That second charge
Knew
was
that.
added because another driver had been in the line of fire when Remy started shooting. That person wasn't shot or even injured, but the charge became attempted murder.
I told you it was other people out there. So y'all, the way y'all doing that, y'all not only did y'all kill this lady in complete cold blood, but y'all could have potentially killed somebody else who was also out there in traffic.
In November of last year, Remy Cordova was found guilty. He's
Damn.
since been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 40 years.
Man.
Nishan Johnson has also been convicted for his involvement in the case. In June 2023, he was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
Damn.
As for Pamela, her family says her memory lives on through her son Leo.
Yeah.
A GoFundMe page has been set up for Leo's college fund and has raised nearly $70,000. That's all for today's episode
Man.
of Scandal. For the latest in all things true crime, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything. And you can send tips our way too at scandal@lawandcrime.com. Thanks for
Man.
watching today's episode of Scandal. I'm your host, Sierra Gillespie, and I'll
That's
see you
super
next time.
sad, man. What they did to that lady was crazy sad. Didn't deserve that at all, man. I hope y'all can hear me because my lawn care people just pulled up. But this story was crazy, man. I don't think that, I don't think that these kids was thinking, obviously, before they got started doing what they did. Out here trying to move up in gang ranks, man. That street stuff is just, it's sad because the kids just throw their life away to that every day. And it's just sad to see because he was only 14 years old. And they gave that brother life with. They didn't even think about it. That's how it be. They don't even care. They don't even think. But, man, just another sad story, man. Another sad mom got to cry because her son made a bad decision.